Today we're talking about toddlers that are fussy eaters with Jo Ryan, who's a parent consultant from Baby Bliss. So Jo, what do you do when your kid just doesn't want to eat the veggies?
It's very frustrating, and toddlers are notoriously bad eaters. And the thing is that parents panic about it. You know, they're like, oh, my toddler hasn't eaten, I'm really worried, and they're trying to shove food in them the whole time. It's the best thing to know is that toddlers will eat. They'll eat when they're hungry. But being a toddler is a very busy time for a child's life. They're learning so many new things very quickly. So they're on the go all the time. So you do have to basically eat on the go, feed them on the go. So some good things for toddlers are finger food, things that they can actually pick up with their own hands and feed themselves, because it's a time where they're trying to be very independent. They don't like to be fed, they want to feed themselves. So finger food is a great thing. You know, slices of fruit, sandwiches, you know, soldiers, things that they can just feed themselves. Also to not worry, you know, like your toddler might not eat very much one day, but then another day they might eat all day. That's the life of the toddler. And it's also to be aware as a parent about your own issues around eating. A lot of people were like, well, I was made to eat everything on my plate. So you kind of think, well, my child is going to eat everything on their plate. You need to respect your child's needs and respect what they want. Sometimes children just don't like a certain thing, you know, and you need to respect that. Don't force feed them. Don't force them to finish something they don't like. Be aware that sometimes, you know, they're just not hungry, so don't force them to eat when they're not hungry. And also make the eating process fun. So make it a nice, happy atmosphere when you're feeding. And also it's great to sit down with them and eat with them so that they can say, oh, mummy's eating. You know, so I'll eat too because I'm a big person like her. So all those things really help get your toddler in the mood for eating. But it's best to remember that they will eat when they're hungry. Don't force them and don't panic. It'll be okay. You know, they will certainly, toddlers will eat when they're hungry, and not to worry about it.
What about when they're just not wanting to eat things that are good for them or that don't taste sugary and so forth?
Well, then you need to not offer them those things. You know, offer them fruit, vegetable sticks like carrot sticks, and only keep those sorts of sweet things for special treats, because they will, of course, go for the sweet thing. I mean, they're not silly. So it's important to keep those things away from them, or to a minimum when they're being fussy, because yeah, they will. If they know there's a chocolate biscuit in the pantry, they'll hold out the chocolate biscuit. So just don't offer them those sorts of things until at least they've eaten something good. So you can offer it as a reward as well.
So a dessert type.
A dessert, yes, absolutely.
Thanks very much for that, Jo. If you'd like to ask Jo any questions, you can contact her on the email address below.